All right, I'm going to go over how to create the perfect course program set. We're going to go over how to do it just in a general overview, and then I'm going to show you a template that you can fill out and make this simple for you. Overview. Creating the perfect course outline can be done by carefully crafting your training materials to flow together in a way that is natural and non-repetitive. To create the perfect course program, you must simply have your overarching course objective in mind, then you can create a path to fulfill the objective. If you don't know where you're going, you'll end up someplace else. So let's start with the end in mind, the big picture. What is the goal result for your client? What is it that you want to achieve? Do you want to have a profitable dropship store for them? Would you like for them to have a fulfilled life, the life that they deserve? What is it that you're trying to fulfill? What is the main pain point that you're trying to solve? That is the big picture. We want to know the big picture. We want to start with that in mind. We want to start with the big picture in mind because it allows us to bring everything together without being repetitive. Remember, we said that in the beginning. The big picture, all of the stuff brought together, gives us our high ticket program. A high ticket program is typically going to be coaching or mentoring with either a group coaching type setting or one-on-one coaching where you're getting on individual calls with the students. But that price range typically goes for $2,500 to $5,000 when you're first getting started. And then they'll also get the complete video of all training courses and all modules. Because remember, we start with the big picture. If we were just starting with the individual strategy, if we were just starting with the individual course or just a small topic or a small module, then it's going to be much harder to build this out without being repetitive. But now everything's going to be very, very much streamlined because we're starting with the big picture. And the big picture includes all of the content, all of the video training, which is all of the training courses. The students in your high ticket program should also get all of your past bonuses and all of your new training course bonuses. Everything that you come out with, they should get. These are your students. If you're working with them for a year, during that year, they should get all of your video trainings and all of the bonuses that come out automatically. Okay, so that's why you want to start with the big picture in mind, is so that you could have one big program that includes everything else. Now this video vault here is made up of individual training courses. So let's look at that now. Those individual training courses are mid-ticket items. The high ticket was $2,500 to $5,000 when you start. The mid-ticket is $99 to $999 when you first start. Typically, that's where you stay. Your training courses should be made up of modules and bonuses. We have a specific structure for our modules, which is laid out here, and then we also have bonuses, which are certain types of content. I'm going to break this down for you a little bit more, but be aware that we have a certain set of modules and it's important that we follow this strategy or that you follow this outline that we have here. You could add to it, but don't take from it. You could rearrange it, but again, don't eliminate any piece of it. The main parts are the introduction or the start here, which opens up and tells people about the course and how to go through the training. Then there's a foundational overview of the courses, of the course topic. So whatever that individual course is about, you're going to give a foundational overview. And then you'll have 3 or more modules that are on strategies, tactics, or concepts, etc. And then you're going to have a closing module bringing all of this together. Your bonuses will be, the best bonuses that we've noticed are the step-by-step blueprint, which is either a PDF or a video going through a strategy step by step, and then some sort of getting started strategy. Typically there's something that they could do step by step that makes use of all of that content but simplifies it. Very easy, just do these 5 steps, and if you could put that into a PDF or a video, that makes a really, really good bonus. Another good bonus is Resource Vault. So if you have like tips, tricks, different resources, a bunch of links, YouTube videos or whatever, that is your go-to resource list, giving away that Resource Vault is what you call it, per training course works really well. Tools and softwares, they work really well as long as they help the student achieve what it is they're trying to do, try to do it faster or better. Okay, so that's just really quick breakdown. I'll give you a better breakdown later on. But that's your mid-ticket, which is $99 to $1,000. And then each part of your modules or your bonuses can become your very low ticket. Your low ticket is $1 to $67 typically. And again, it's videos or PDFs. These could be your standalone modules or lessons. So you had your modules and your lessons in your training courses. It could be just standalone modules and lessons that you're giving out at a lower ticket if it was on something specific. So like for example, Facebook, you could have a whole Facebook advertising training course, but you could give out low ticket a training course that's specifically, maybe it's a module specifically on the pixel or specifically on targeting or specifically on ad copy or something like that, right? PDF versions of the video training. So if you took like a certain module and you put it into a PDF, if you took the whole training and put it into a PDF, those work really well for low tickets. And then memberships. Memberships work really well, like a $19 a month, and we give you more tactics every month, or we give you something every single month. Those things work really, really well as low ticket as well. Okay, and again, all of this is designed to teach the same content, just to reiterate the same content, but never have to recreate the same content. Okay, we want to reiterate because reiterating or just hearing things over and over and over are good for the student, but we don't want to put more work into your lap. Okay, we want to simplify this. We want this to be as easy as possible. All right, and so that's how you're going to create the perfect course program set. You're going to start off with the big picture in mind. You're going to create the individual training courses, keeping in mind that you want to keep the course modules built out in a certain way, and you want to have your bonuses built out in a certain way. As you bring out each individual training course, you'll end up having all of the content that makes up the big picture. You'll have the high ticket, you'll have your mid ticket, and you'll have your low ticket, all by creating these training courses and doing it in a certain structure. Okay, so let's go over that template now. So here's the template that you'll follow when you're creating your perfect course. This is for each individual course. You'll use the same template for every course. The instructions are simple that say at the top, best if printed and handwritten, then typed into the template online. So it's best if you print this out, write out everything so that way you can scratch it, type it, or redo it a few times, and then when you get it perfected, then you can write it online or type it online and have it complete. You're going to start outlining your main content modules because that's the main piece of your content, and you want to have that right because everything else builds around it. Then you're going to do your foundational overview module. That's the module that comes right before your main content modules. And again, it's just going to give you an overview of the main content. Then you're going to do your closing module because it's going to model after your opening module, but it's also going to review or recap your main content modules. So once you have your main content module complete, you could do your foundational and then your closing. And then once you have all of that done, then you're going to do your start here because your start here module tells them how to go through the course, and you can't tell them how to go through the course until you have the course complete. So you do that module final or last. You don't need to complete one module before going on to another. So if you get stuck, just move on and come back later. Okay, so if there's a certain module, you know you could fill out more modules or more lessons in that module, just move on. It'll come back to you. It'll jump out when you're filling in another piece later on. It'll trigger a thought and you'll be able to come back and fill out your outline. So to use this template, all you're going to do is write out the name of your module and the name of the lessons on these lines here. If you need more lines, then just get another piece of paper and write out module 1 and then the lesson number next to it. You could do M1L1, M1L2, M1L3 to keep it simple. So simply fill in the template in the order that we mentioned above, and that's it. You go through, you fill in the template, and then you begin recording. And don't worry, if you start recording and later on more content, more lesson ideas come up, just record those, write those down, record them, and put them in where they belong. And that's it. The main thing is getting the content, the main piece of the content done, getting the majority of it done, and then you could always add on more later. So get to creating your outline, good luck, and we're looking forward to seeing some of these courses that you put out.